Matter of fact, trying to be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make it dim right there. Gospel truth, got his hand right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got some in the back like some mosquitoes. And I never play myself. You getting hold on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing in drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, little. Been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. This been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. I ain't never falling for no pump fake. Yeah. Everybody know y'all like the funk fake. Yeah. They want sticking with me like some duct tape. Coming easy to me, do that in one take. Yeah. Got a mask in, where your mask is. This is really me, the cat been out the bag. And long as the world's spending on the taxes, I ain't standing idle.
Now from the home of the Rangers, we're at Globe Life Field in Arlington. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. The Halos try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Jordan Lyles gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Now into the box, Justin Upton. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
Oh, and a good curveball gets him swinging for the first out of the evening.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr.
The shortstop.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Davis is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Lifetime versus Jordan Lyles. He's just 1 for 6. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. A dive, and he brings it in. And on a fantastic play, the inning is over. Worth a second look here as this. Kwang Young Kim, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder,
Now here's the pitch. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this high. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row. He's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Here's the 0-2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Trout. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Rangers. New inning set to get underway. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
And Trout has himself a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Gallo is there, and he has it for the out.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Gallo in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down. And now here is David Fletcher, lifetime versus Jordan Lyles. He's 1 for 3. He's set and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Here's Justin Upton now as he grounds one briskly to short. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Chris Davis next to bat. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Kim isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's the ball.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder.
3-2.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. The average sits at 294, 6 home runs, and 16 RBIs. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2.
Batting 7. The first baseman.
Nate Lowe digging in now. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Popped him up. And Rendon will look this one in to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 2-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and standing in is the DH, Luis Robert. Here's the first pitch to him. Into center field, line drive base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. And he'll settle for a single here as they whip it back in quickly.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Line, but speared on a hop. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Up next to the Angels.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled up very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw. And
digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
A base hit in his first trip. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. To the plate now, Jared Walsh. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. DeShields is there. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the one run.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
On the ground to the right side. He's got it, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting ninth.
So next to hit is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. In there, a base hit. So now into the box is Delino DeShields. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
But the runner's back easily. Kiner-Falefa leads off first with 1 away. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 1-2. Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Charlie Culberson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Texas. They trail it here 3-0. all set for the start of the fourth. And next to hit is the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it. But keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
And now this will be a base hit for Suzuki.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Solak's got it, and there's 1 gone.
The left fielder,
Justin Upton the next to hit. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Swing and a line drive. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. The next batter will be Luis Robert. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Dan, it seems like they've had his number all game long.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly over to first, and that retires the side. Into the box, Nick Solak popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
The 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder,
so that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
There's ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
And now in the box, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Ready on 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The Rangers, the designated hitter.
First offering on its way. Willie Calhoun stands in as he looks at a called strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it, and he makes the play to end the inning. Rangers leave one. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that brings up Mike Trout.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
And that's down into left center for a base hit.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pound in the zone late.
At the plate, Jared Walsh. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Now that.
Stepping in once again is Kurt Suzuki. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch, a bouncer to the left side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Leading off,
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Baseman,
Nate Lowe is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Next up is Sherton Apostle. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Suzuki is there, 1 out.
The catcher, number 9.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And this is taken outside for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll 2.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Up next for the Rangers, Delino DeShields. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 2-0 the count to the Rangers left fielder.
couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter. Hit on the ground to third. Rendon is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, David Fletcher. First pitch on its way. And he shoots it into center field for a leadoff single. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we take a look at the Angels team leaderboard, you see there he's currently leading the ball club in that category. So now to the plate, Justin Upton, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Angels.
The batter will be Luis Robert. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight. Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the end.
Leading off for the Rangers, the shortstop, Charlie.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here. And it looks now like they want some time to review that one. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will take a look at all the available angles and get us an answer.
All right, here's one more look at it. Looking for that indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the play. But I don't think there's enough right there to change the call.
That'll bring in Nick Solak. A line shot to third base. And the runner gets back. No double play. And stepping in, Joey Gallo from the belt. Kicks and deals as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he is in there.
The center fielder, number 4, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Fowler. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one. So 2 away for the Rangers here in the 6th. And into bed next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, in the inning. Seventh inning ready to roll. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. Now at the plate here is Mike Trout, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Comes set with the 0-1. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. Culberson on to first, and it's another double play. The fourth they've hit into tonight. My word. And that one ends the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Nate Lowe is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Stepping in next, Sherton Apostle. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a flare out toward right center. Fletcher ranging into the outfield. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So now up steps Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Swing and a shot toward right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
He obviously didn't let last night's fitness outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Delino DeShields is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And that's going to fall for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out.
Hit hard on the ground to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. Brett Martin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Swing and a flare down the line. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
The batter number 20.
Ready now for L.A., David Fletcher. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And that'll score the runner from second to make this a 6-2 ball game now.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit. So you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far. So coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
Into the box now, Justin Upton, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Davis is right there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting. Designated.
Next, Shohei Ohtani will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. Here's the first pitch, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are two away. Throw won't get him. Next to stand in is Fernando Tatis Jr. and their runners at the corners now. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, and how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And set to go is the second baseman, Nick Solak. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
1-1 the count now. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So 1 gone now in the Texas half of the 8th. And up to bat next, the left-handed light tower power of Joey Gallo. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. The 2-0 on the way.
Ball 3.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
So next to bat will be Chris Davis. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Trout at the track. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Man, you can see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Your attention, please.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle, right to him. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Jose Leclerc enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Digging in will be Jared Walsh. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Hit hard to the right side, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Right.
So here is Dexter Fowler. On the night, he's 2-for-4 with a pair of singles. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis able to track it down for the 3rd out. So now here is Nate Lowe. He's 0-for-2 with a walk thus far.
The first baseman.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Fouled off. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. At the plate now, Sherton Apostle. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Now here it comes. On the ground to third. Fielded by Rendon. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting.
And now Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now. Texas down to their final strike in this one. A bouncer up the middle. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Delino DeShields is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He brings it in, and the Angels will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kwang Young Kim wins his 3rd of the season. Jordan Lyles was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line.
Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will... Striding in is Justin Upton. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Angels, the left fielder, Justin
pulled high in the air out to left field. Fraley is under this one as he makes the play to retire Upton for the game's first out. One out, base is empty, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
There goes Ohtani. Hard on the ground towards short. Crawford gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Striding forward for his first chance, Anthony Rendon. And he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. Belted. Deep center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. And he's safe.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Lewis. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and none left. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Jake Fraley is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bundy has tossed over 30 innings so far this season with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Next for Seattle, Kyle Lewis. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Ready now is Jared Walsh. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman, Jared.
This is in the air out to left field. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
So 1 out and nobody aboard. And the catcher, Max Stassi, will be the next to bat. Lifted down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. Line drive base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
In now, David Fletcher. He grounds it sharply to third. To second for one. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for just the one.
Dexter.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. Fletcher, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Lewis waits on it, and that ends the inning. Angels leave 1, and after an inning. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Mitch Haniger. Now here's the first offering.
Mitch Haniger
offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. The 1-1. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Ty France comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a check swing, appeal to first, and umpire Matthew Ross says he went around for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now that's popped up. Tatis calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. The next batter will be Evan White. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. The pitch. Swung on. Missed. 2-1.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are new inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton. Shot back up the middle. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a crazy.
All coming on hard as he makes the diving catch.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And he pops it up, and this is going to be a foul ball. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Paxton comes set. 0-1 on its way. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Hard on the ground towards short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Angels strand.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts. So that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he fouls this one off. Two and two. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And another foul ball. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Reined in. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So the next to bat will be Jake Fraley. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, this is the left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn two, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Scooped up to second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Crawford.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Devo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Kyle Lewis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a liner. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
You know, D-Roll, there are certain hitters that just love to come up in clutch two-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
Crawford on second. Lewis on at first with 2 down. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw will go to third. To third now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this is taken in by Upton, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the fourth. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
A diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
The first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Into the box, Jared Walsh. A bullet to first base. And they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play. Two gone now for the Angels in the fourth. And the catcher, Max Stassi, will be the next to bat. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
The batter number 22, second baseman, David Fletcher.
To the plate now, David Fletcher, as he puts it on the ground to third. He's right there, and a close play at second, but the throw does beat him in the second. Welcome back to T-Mobile Park in Seattle as we send it down to Heidi Watney. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and standing in is the DH, Ty France. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
The first baseman, number 12, Evan.
So now to the plate, Evan White, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Number 4, second baseman.
So 2 are gone here in the M's half of the fourth, and that'll bring up Shed Long Jr. as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. A ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Hit back up the middle. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners go down quietly there. Now to the plate, here is Dexter Fowler. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 10.
Digging in next, Justin Upton. A fly out and a single for him so far. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Angels.
Next up, the 2-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, right to him. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to hit is the catcher, Tom Murphy.
The catcher, Tom
in there, 0-1.
Murphy.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Breaking ball called just a bit low. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Next up, Jake Fraley. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Fraley.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And the pitch.
Inside, he didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. swing and a looper to left. Tatis onto the grass, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Stepping in now, J.P. Crawford. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And a relay home. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Kyle Lewis. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Andrew Heaney, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Next to hit, Kyle Seager. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. 2-1.
Count 2-1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton's under it. And that will end the inning. Now at the plate is Fernando Tatis Jr. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. 2 men are out now in the Angels' 6th. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Lewis. And he makes a nice catch on the track. Is that Mitch Haniger the next to bat? 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
For the Mariners, the right
now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Up next is the
Next, it'll be Ty France. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And quickly, there are 2 away.
The first baseman.
2 gone now in the Mariners' 6th. And up next is Evan White. Here's the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Fowler is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side. All set for the start of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
The first baseman.
Turned on down the line. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 35.
Now to the plate, Max Stassi. Singled last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Heading out towards shallow right. Henniger will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Now it'll be David Fletcher. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
Now batting, right fielder Dexter Fowler.
Standing in now, Dexter Fowler. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big.
And he gets there, makes the running play, and last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up Shed Long Jr.
The second baseman.
That tails back over, strike 1.
Junior.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now to bat, Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2. Digging in now for the Mariners, Jake Fraley. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
1-1 the count. From the stretch. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back. Off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the. Shohei Ohtani digging in next. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run. A solo home run there for Shohei Ohtani. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Angels are right back in it. It's now a 4-2 score.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Your attention, please.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. 7 solid innings for him in this one as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Fernando Tatis Jr. is at the plate as he watches ball 1. count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rendon. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Rendon leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Henniger. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jared Walsh is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding fastballs, devastating off speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So stepping in is Kyle Lewis. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First offering on its way. Well behind that fastball. That's a swinging strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Kyle Seager is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Pulled the string on him there as this is popped up. Back behind second. Rendon able to put it away, and that's out number 2. At the plate now is Mitch Henniger. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Swing and a liner. But this is foul for the first strike. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Hit in the air out toward left. Upton's under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Ken Giles comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. Now here's the first offering. Rounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. This is line to left. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
No balls and a strike to count.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the ninth.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero? This pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here, right here, and bust through in this one.
Luis Robert will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 88, Luis Robert.
Into the box now, Dexter Fowler. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's Justin Upton now. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Now the 0-1.
Now this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Striding forward now is the DH, Shohei Ohtani, trying here to plate the tying run from second.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
Henniger will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
Up next for the
striding in is Fernando Tatis Jr., trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this.
Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that's one of the best finishes we've been part of in a while. 2 outs, tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first, but they can't find a way to get him home. Tough way to lose, but a great way to win a game.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Seattle Mariners led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. James Paxton wins his 3rd of the season. Ken Giles records the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all see you next.
Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry, you're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today.
That's you with that big Benz. That's you that can't keep old because you keep yelling the friends. You gotta go to court. You got service subpoena for child support. That was that nerve. You ain't even get a chance to say a word. I know I ain't tripping. Don't your brother got them birds. You ready to bust your